Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls in the clash that we have in store today. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will put total leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Number 14. Catching the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score LSU 7, South Florida 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. And the ball is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the glass bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. SEC versus the Big Ten. They competed everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And he's running in the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Back to pass, it's Brewer. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unleashes one deep. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There he goes to the right. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Looking to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. LSU right back to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, South Florida 7.
On the double. Tuna.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Bulls. This time it's the defense finding ways. On the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robertson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now improvising. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Snap it to the back. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Touch pass on the run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll go with a direct snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The give on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Fires one high and deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
As a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Plows through the defense. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He leaves it with the back. And stampeding through the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll take it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Bulls in the hurry up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And the Bulls are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Brewer. Got his man on the right. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Florida 28, LSU 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. Fires toward the end zone. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I can tell you that.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Going up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home,
looking for the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got it. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I think that's a situation here. Tie game, 4th quarter. Ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall and try to save this game for you.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And that pass is caught at the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.